Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. First and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. The great Ali Shaddai of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth and of the spirit of heaven and earth. I come before you in the name of Yahushai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become my father's right arm, my redeemer, my comforter, and my salvation. And only one that pleaded his blood over Israel, the only nation, granted for salvation. Giving all respect to great millstone, the ones who gave me this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the Most High. And shout out to the Akim, which are the brothers that do the truth on the highways and byways and risk their freedom and life to do so. You know, some of the brothers that's on their own, but they still follow GMS. Shalom. And to the Akwath, whether you have a man or not, you still listen to the truth in silence and obeying the law to the best of your abilities. Shalom. And I'm just doing a quick follow-up on the this gonna be a part 2 of the first episode, because I had to finish it because my phone was dying. Phone recharged back up, so I came to bring you out another one of my episodes. Hallelujah, for allowing me to spread his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding before all these things come to a quick close, which it will, soon. You know what I'm saying? So, you should get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while you can. And if you are Akim, saying man, you know what I'm saying, a brother of the of great millstone. No, I mean not of great millstone. If you're a brother and you've heard this truth, you should go out to the highways and byways and do the word inside your home. You know what I'm saying? Choose certain days where you can. And like I said, if you got time and you got a lot of free time, you can go join, Great Millstone and go follow them, because that's what I would do if I had a lot of free time, but I don't. So I do it on my own, Call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. And we're gonna get the follow-up, Like I said, it ain't no escape for the Edomites, and they will be going into captivity. I'm just looking at something real quick. My apologies. And this is bad. This one is bad. Because right here, I'm just looking at this, these verses in the book, and it's a hit list, like they said, of all the nations that the Most High is going to get, especially Edom. And this is not good. That's not good. No, it's good for us, but it's bad for it's good for us, but it's bad for our people who for the Edomites and for our people who do not believe. So, this is bad. And I don't mind reading them. But I really wanted to get Edom. Let me see if I can find them. We could just get to some of the prophecies right here, because they're pretty long. And it says, behold, Yahweh makes the earth empty and makes it waste. It says, distorts its surface and scatters abroad its inhabitants. As with people, so with priest. As with servant, so with his master. As with the maid, so with her mistress. As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the borrower, as with the lender, so with the borrower. As with the creditor, so with the debtor. The land shall be utterly emptied and plundered, for Yahweh has spoken this word. Meaning that no matter what happens, and no matter how, repentive Esau may feel, these white people may feel, they're not getting out of the judgment that's been sealed and locked in, So, it's just bad times for these Edomites that are ahead in the fall of their great nation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, um, blessings to the eyes that see and the ears that hear, and we understand and we know how to break down this Bible and understand what's happening today and onward, because even before, because a lot of people are like, whatever, it's not going to happen in our time, or, it's not now, or, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it. Now, these people are starting to have like a wake up call, especially our people, like, all right, you better get right, or, you better get right, or you can be destroyed, with the rest of these people. So, the Lord is not really playing with his children, and his children got to get right before it's too late, and the doors of repentance are closing, so your time is short. So that makes it all the more encouraging. Okay, so let me choose Yahweh, because Yahweh hasn't done anything wrong. The Lord has done everything in his power. Not everything, well, everything in his power to get your attention. You had all the time in the world to come back, So it's just like, you have to understand. You have to understand what's happening, you know what I'm saying, and how serious it is. It says, the beginning, we in Esdras, chapter 16, verse 18. Apocrypha means to be hidden away, secret book. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be all the way mindful of the scourges. Behold, the victuals shall be so cheap, shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they may think themselves to be a good case. And even then the evil shall grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great destruction, great confusion. So it's telling you that no matter what, a large number of our people, which are these 2/3 that the Lord speak of in the Bible, they're not going to believe, they're not going to care, they're going to continue in their wickedness and a determination to ignore Yahweh Shem Shai's calling. And even during the great tribulation, which is to come, which is Jacob's trouble, following the MOTB, they won't change their wicked ways. They'll be stiff-necked, because you got some people that are proven wrong. You got some people that just don't believe, and then you got people that was doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? And abusing the word, and they were aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Some people was doing a 501c3 thing. Some people believed in idols. Some people were atheists and didn't care at all. Some people were just going about their merry little life, and this is not your world. This is not your life. Your life is in the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai, and he controls it ever so he will. And you got to understand that we are not in control of our lives. Yahweh Shem Shai, in the name Yahweh Shai, is in control. So no matter what, even if you didn't believe, the prophecies would still be in would be in effect, and they're gonna wax stronger and stronger, and it's gonna be very, very devastating. And these are the people that I can show you in the book that you'll be running from. The wicked. That's the white man and his armies that's coming against Jacob, coming against us to persecute us. This ancient slave trade So they did it in the times of slavery. So we'll be clashing with them again, you know. We'll be fighting them again. This time we got Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai, and he's going to defeat them for us because we can't fight on our own. We need the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to defeat our enemies because they're so great and so powerful. Oh, I've made you wiser than Daniel. Like the Lord said, they have a lot of wisdom. They're very smart. They're not dumb, but they can be defeated. They can be destroyed, and they're not smarter than Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. You know, so this is the type of monsters that we are up against. You know, Jacob versus Esau, an angel, the sons of God versus the wicked, and the sons of the men and the wicked. You know, so it's going to be a great clash between the two, and the one who will come out victor is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Lord is going to win because this is his story. He's going to have the victory in the end. So guess what these guys are going to do? They're going to be oppressing us, and we'll have to fight. And they'll be 10 times more wicked since they know that they're going to be destroyed. They know all these things. They're going to be worse and worse, and they'll, you know, be more and more demonic towards our people. But even worse is that our people are wicked as well. Wicked fallen angels that won't return to the Lord. They won't return. They won't ask Yahweh Shem Yahushai for forgiveness. They won't do anything, you know. So the Most High got to let go of the 144,000 to destroy them. The 1/3 will be protected, you know, as you can see. A great sketch of the 144,000 going against FEMA soldiers and militaries and super soldiers of all kinds, because the nation's gonna come down on Israel, you know, on all the 4 corners of the earth, you know. So my people gotta understand, you need to go back to the Lord. If you don't want to be destroyed, go back to the Lord, you know. This is the language of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like they said, the letter J, it wasn't created until later. I forgot the date, but there is no letter J in the Paleo Hebrew, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai's language, the language that he used to create the earth, the universe, to do it all, okay? So, you know, this is telling you that his name is in there as well. And not only that, there is no letter J. So, you know, these white people need to really be quiet and stop trying to mix up and lie about things. You know, they'll never tell the truth, you know, but it's best just to shut up and just take what's coming to you, you know, for all the bad things that you do. But, you know, you're going to have to be a rock in the flood. You know, I like anime, so it'll go in that description in that form. And, you know, you'll be protecting yourself away from the 2/3 that don't have the mark. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to come after the prophets, and they're going to try to destroy them, you know, because they got something that they can't have. They're jealous. They're false accusing them. So during the times of Jacob's trouble, it's going to look like a witch hunt because they're going after the prophets who prophesied for the Lord. And we already knew what would happen before it happened. So they're going to be such in their wickedness. They're going to be like, how did you know that? You can't possibly know that unless you're a witch. You can't possibly know that unless you're some sort of wizard or warlock, or you a demon of some sort. So even our people is going to think that we demonic spirits and wicked monsters, you know, demons of some sort, you know, psychics, you know. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to have to bestow that power on us to protect ourselves. Some of us, you know, that the Lord deems to be very special in his eyes to protect themselves during them times, you know, so they can destroy, not only destroy the enemy and save the elect, you know, the 1/3, protect them. They could get rid of the enemy, and they'll be granted pretty much power and immunity from the great darkness that's coming. You know, some of us, you know, Lord willing, I get the power. You know, some of us may get the power as soon as we need it, and some of us may get the power later. You know, may acquire it through near-death experiences, or, you know, a trigger in your emotions. You know, somebody trying to attack you. You might repel them with like a invisible shield. You know, some brothers may step on the ground and create gigantic tremors. You know, some brothers may scream to the point to where people's heads explode and everything breaks. Some brothers might punch the buildings and break them apart. They're going to have all kinds of strange powers, you know, to combat Esau and his super drones and his attack dogs and his the wicked soldiers that he got, because they're not going to prevail against the Most High and his chosen, the 144,000. As you can see, they're not going to make it. They're going to die hideous deaths, and it's going to be sad. And Lord willing, I'm one of them that'll get that power too in the times to come. So anyways, we could follow up with more, but like you said, the vicious will be so cheap in the earth, they shall think themselves a good case. So right now there's a signs of a famine headed our way, you know. So we losing a lot of food in our and we don't have too much food that's being shifted over, you know. But as long as there's some sort of food in there, and it's talking about fast food as well, and restaurants that get all this fake GMO food, you know, because half the food ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? But the simple fact that in the eyes of our people, they so wicked, they so dumb, and they refuse to see the signs of the coming in Jacob's trouble. Right? They think themselves a good case. So I can go and get some food from the fast food restaurant if Walmart run out. I can go to Taco Bell if Walmart run out, or if Vons run out. I can go to Wendy's. Or if the liquor store run out of food, I can go to the donut place. You know, these places until it really hits the fan, and they start realizing that they can't not look the other way. It's all in their face, because right now people are looking the other way. Also, what if Ukraine is at war? It might just be a small war and that'll be the end of it. Well, that could be the case, but one thing you need to know for sure, that everything is coming to pass. So these major prophecies are fulfilling themselves. So it's best for you to get on board, because you really don't have too much time to get into the doors of repentance. You know, you don't want to be like these Edomites that are going to be ripped apart, you know. And for those of the brothers that's listening, you don't want to be like the rest of the 2/3 that's about to get their ass kicked, you know. Look what the Lord is saying. It says, for many that dwell, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger the sword shall destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. You see that? So dung means shit. So you're going to be cast out like boo-boo, and nobody's going to honor your grave in these times that's coming. You're going to be lying down. Some people going to kill you, and you're going to die where you at, and nobody's going to bury you. You're just going to sit there and rot away. And the dead shall be cast out like as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 in the field, which shall hide themselves in thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. That's talking about the elect, the chosen, that's meant to survive these events. And the 144,000, that's all that he's talking about. Nobody else is going to survive, you know, unless you're the chosen, unless you're the elect. The ultimate test is coming, you know what I'm saying? The ultimate temptations are coming, so you got to be prepared for such things. And if it's up to the Lord for you to be the 144,000, the elect. It says, as in an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are 3 or 4 olives. That's a lot of olives gone, and these olives represent the Israelites. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters from them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. It ain't going to be a lot of people that's going to be alive, but the 144,000 and the 1/3. You know, that's a couple of millions of people, a nice remnant. Not a lot of people, though, in the eyes of the Lord. It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh. So we understand the Bible. We understand what Yahweh Shem Yahushua and Yahushua is telling us, and we understand what the times that we in. And it's telling you in these passages that a lot of women are going to suffer great sorrows, great destruction, great woe because of what they've done. You know what I'm saying? Like the prophet said, metropolis mean mother city. So, you know, it's a man's world, but women run it. Women do run this world. You know what I'm saying? Women encompass men, but everything is going to be on the opposite. So how do women go enjoy themselves without men? But a lot of women have lived their lives without having men, and a lot of women have turned gay. A lot of women overpower men. A lot of women effeminize them and demoralize men. You know what I'm saying? Breaking them down, you know, to the point to where he feel like he has to serve this woman. He has to take care of this woman. He got to take care of the woman and the kids. You know, when a woman is already thinking about another man, they're not going to be doing all these horrible acts anymore. Women could just pop pills and smoke weed and do whatever they want. You know, if you don't like them, or if they feel like they don't have no no connection towards you, or they don't care because they full of drugs, they gonna go off to another man. There's plenty more out there. So, you know, like the both sides say, don't worry, women will come to you in those days, especially if you the chosen. You know, if you the chosen, like that picture, that's the chosen, the rock against the flood. You know, if you're amongst the chosen, then you don't have to worry about all that. And we gonna see who's the chosen or not in due time, you know? So, but as far as I'm concerned, for these days, it ain't gonna be a lot of men on the world. It's only gonna be the 144,000 and the 1/3. That's it. And it's gonna be very hard to find them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women gonna go crazy, man. You're gonna see a lot of women going nuts, running away, being raped to death, being destroyed by the sword and the famine. You know what I'm saying? Great pestilence on the earth, great diseases you ain't never seen before, coming out of nowhere. Pestilence walking in darkness, pestilence coming out of the dead bodies. Oh, especially the dead bodies. They can create some nasty diseases, you know, and contaminate the entire city if left unchecked and left not cleaned up. There's gonna be so many bodies, the morgue ain't gonna have time for it. People gonna be dead that run that. Wicked people are gonna finally get. Oh, that's the best part, when the wicked people get theirs. You know, the white people, they gonna be getting theirs. They gonna be getting they ass whooped right along with the 140. No, with the 2/3, they gonna be getting their butts handed to them, and it's gonna be great destruction in these days to come. Like it says in the book of Esdras, that is the word of the Lord. Like he says, blessed are you that see and your eyes hear and you understand the times. If you want Yahweh Shem Yahushua to protect you, then you gotta change. You gotta be converted. You gotta be clean. You can't be coming to Yahweh smoking weed. You can't be coming to him popping pills. You know, you can't be coming to him with a gang-banging mentality, a spirit of pride. You know what I'm saying? Let's read more, because this is not good. This is very bad. It's only good for those of us because we know. So it says, behold, the word of Yahweh, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom Yahweh spake. Don't believe them white men and these fake idols and these fake gods like Buddha, like Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like Allah. That's not even the name of the Lord, and they done made him into a god, Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Kali. You know, and there's other different gods out there. You know, Baal. You know, Nimrod, which is now Christmas that they represent. Nimrod represent the Christmas tree that you guys worship. Saturn for Sunday, Saturn. You know, it's different other gods that these white people worship, because they cannot worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the name Yahushua, because they have been cast off. They don't belong with us. They're not like us. They're devils. They don't have no God. So they made up pretend gods. Like these gods are going to come alive from stone and fight Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai and try to fight him and his angels when they come. You're going to see how lonely the white man is when the Messiah finally walked the earth, and being how gigantic the angels and the Messiah and his angels going to be. Then you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to that passage. But right now, this is good enough. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. There's going to be so many plagues. There's going to be so much stuff happening. People going to pray to God and beg to the Lord to stop it. That's how real it's going to get. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains, within 2 hours and 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plague slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it every side. So we have to get why these plagues and stuff are coming. We have to get ready for what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to throw at Esau and his world. You know what I'm saying? That the wicked 2/3 and the world that they dwell in, you know. And we got it. And this is the spiritual cover that we have, the word, you know, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? The true name of the Lord is the covering. So, you know, Lord willing, those of us who got the true name of the Lord and it's a covering to us, will be protected during these times. Amen. You know, it says, oh, my people, bear my word. Take the word in. That's what it's telling these Israelites. You Negroes, you Mexicans, and Indians, you are the true children of Israel, without a doubt. Embrace who you are and go back to the Lord. It says, oh, people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. Yep, because we're going to have to fight. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Amen. It says, he that selleth, let him be as the... It says, let me see. I don't want to read it wrong. He that selleth, let him be... Let him be as the fleeth away. He that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Meaning that as soon as these catastrophes and all this chaos begins, you're going to have people that was selling stuff that wasn't worth shit, running and abandoning their stores because all the people going to raid them and take everything that they want and steal them. You're going to see that they was selling stuff that didn't even matter, and it was worthless. It didn't cost you your life. Your life is worth more than that stuff. But you're going to have to pay with your life to the Lord. He going to catch you. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. That's the most irritating thing too, to see these builders and to see these construction workers working and building stuff that's about to be destroyed. That's retarded. You see cops out there pretending to follow a law that's about to be done away with. They don't even care. They still give you tickets. They still take away your cars. They're still throwing you in jail following a law that's about to crumble away. And they're going to be hanging off the side of buildings with the rest of the wicked secretaries, Democrats, Republicans, all manners of white people. These militia groups, you act like Jacob is so weak. You know, you act like these Israelites don't have strength. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai, in the name of Yahushai, said, Israel is my battle axe. You know? So he's going to do war with his people, and you're really going to see what his people is about. These people aren't no joke. Whether it be the 144,000 and the 1/3, they on another level. You know what I'm saying? But these 2/3, we gonna even have to deal with these 2/3 when they go crazy. These white people ain't ready for that. They not ready for, you know, the helter-skelter, you know? It's about to be, man, it's about to be so much hell and so much blood. It's going to be pools of blood. You're going to be walking on them. They're going to be ankle up. Pools of blood and bodies of blood. It's going to be a lot. You don't understand the definition of war. You don't understand it. You need to figure it out real quick. War ain't no joke. Violence, despair, darkness, these words are heavy, you know. Great evil, the Lord not playing. It says, he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein, he that soweth as he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather grapes. He talking about the collapse that's headed this way. Because before anything ought to start, it got to be a collapse of the Edomites' kingdom, which is happening. It's on its way. Before the MLTB get here, it's gonna be the collapse, the economic crash, the fall of the dollar. The people, Egyptian versus Egyptian, brother against brother. You know what I'm saying? So the Egyptian versus Egyptian is the white people versus white people. The people that created the government and created the law and the society itself will destroy their own society, their governments, and their own law. They're going to destroy that shit. Because it's no longer obeying the desires of their people. So their people are going to become these freedom fighters and these rebels and these militia groups. And they're going to go and attack the very people that keep their law intact. The very people that built the society, which is, them on a contradiction level. But it's going to be them. They're going to destroy them, This is talking about the economic collapse. They that marry as they that shall get no children, your kids gonna die, and they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain. Exactly. While you working, it's gonna happen so fast and so at a random moment to the point to where you'll be working and people just decided to rob your job site and you have to run. You have to get on, or at least you'll be killed for garden food. I'll be damned if I die over a damn fast food restaurant. You can't come in, and there's hundreds of people taking rocks and breaking through the windows to get into these restaurants to make their own burgers, to make their own tacos, to take the food that's off in there because the lack of food and great tribulation. I'll be damned if I die for a fast food restaurant. Would you die protecting these little useless buildings? You got people that are security guards at the bus stations. You gonna die for a bus? You gonna die to protect the bus station? That's retarded. You gonna have people that's cops. Would you die for a police building? Cops gonna go hop in the bushes and take that uniform off so fast, hoping that the people don't notice them. That ones that's been treating them like shit and throw them into prison and doing racist things and making people do fucked up shit and go the extra mile just to pump that money back into their little stupid nation that's about to collapse. You got people that's building stuff like it said in the Bible. They're gonna be running for their life because people gonna be burning down the buildings that they built, tearing down their buildings that they made up, destroying these little properties, burning down these houses, So it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be so much mayhem and chaos. It ain't even gonna be funny. It says, and therefore they that labor in vain. You got hired at a job, and the next day the economic crash hit, and you couldn't even go to work because they done robbed and stole everything. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, and overthrow their houses, and take their children's captives. Nobody ain't gonna care about no babies. That's why it's good not to have kids. It's good not to have kids during this time. Don't have no babies. If you got a kid or two, do the best you can to survive. If you not marked with the truth, your kids will be taken, and you'll be taken too. For in captivity and famine they shall get children. Shall they get children? They gonna die, man. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith Yahweh. So it's also talking about the slave trade. But it's moreover talking about the collapse. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Exactly. Like the prophet said, we got to sell coochie and you can just be a good woman and have a good man. It says, so shall righteousness hate iniquity, and when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her face to face. When he cometh that shall defend him that diligently searches out every sin upon the earth. That's Yahweh Shai, because he's so big. He gonna find you and he gonna kill you. If you don't go back to the Lord now, you're gonna be one of these people that Yahweh will rip apart. And therefore be ye like, no, ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. Let not the sinner say that he have not sinned, for Yahweh will burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before Yahweh. And that's what's gonna happen. Forgive me. And that's what's gonna happen. You got a lot of people that think by following every single law, they gonna be perfect. Because you got people that's trying to follow all the laws in the Bible when they know the faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean, like the prophet say, do the best you can to follow the law. Do the best you can to do the best you can to follow the law. Do the best you can to love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, your name Yahushai. Your faith is what's going to get you there. You know, hallelujah. You know, but you got people that's only following the law and they don't have no faith. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, I was wearing the fringes. Oh, Lord, I know the Bible by heart. Oh, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I prayed. I know your name, but I didn't do the work. You know what I'm saying? Them people that's that didn't really do nothing at all too, and at the same time they did the work but didn't mean it in their heart. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't mean it in their heart. They didn't care about the Lord. They just did it so they can tell the Lord that they did it. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Shem Yahushai gonna say, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see your faith. I want to see you do the best that you can. I want to see you out there on them highways and byways. I want to see you doing what I asked you to do. I want to see you getting it right. You can't come and step before Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, his only begotten son Yahweh Shai during that great tribulation, and you ain't got no beard. You don't have your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? You're not out there doing the work, you know. And these days to come, people going to remember it in their hearts, and it's going to be pretty bloody for them, you know. But I'm about to close out, but I got this one scene that I wanted to show you, and it's, you know, it's pretty powerful. It's on the coming of the day of Yahweh, Yahweh Shem Yahushai's son, the Messiah, the second coming, you know. This one is good. And I love how they tell you the stuff before it happens. So you got people that's like doomsday preppers, you know what I'm saying, that be having all the videos and all the DVDs, and all these stupid white people that are cowards that's gonna run in and hide, and they're gonna be watching all these videos. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be surprised if they still had internet after the EMP happened, you know, because the Illuminati gonna have them hooked up, and they're gonna be watching all these doomsday movies and all these all the GMS's videos, you know what I'm saying, and certain other brothers' videos about the truth and all that. And it's funny to me because they make movies about about the end of times to get you idiots prepared, but you guys act like you never noticed it, you never believed. The white man seen it coming before the wicked 2/3 did, and it was their job to go and find out about the word and to find out about the truth. You know what I'm saying? It was the Israelites' job to go find out the word about the truth. The white people knew years and thousands of years ago about the coming of the Lord and all these signs of the times, you know? And they knew about divine time, that one day in the eyes of the Lord is 1,000 years, you know? So, like they said, it's only been a couple of minutes since all this catastrophe happened in the eyes of the Lord, man. It's only been a couple of minutes. It's only been like, what? One day is One day is 1,000 years in the eyes of the Lord. So it probably been like at least like probably, let me see, because it's an estimate of hours in the spiritual world, because it has no time like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, time is different in the spiritual realm. So yeah, like they said, it's only been a couple of minutes. It's only been like what, 30 to 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Probably like what, 24 hours later, you know, the next day, you know, on the second day. And then at the end of the second day, it's been 40, not like 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than that. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The end of the second day, Yahweh Shai came back in the world. The white man tore apart the world. The world ended. You know what I'm saying? He throwing nuclear bombs upon the day that Yahweh Shai get back. And it's only been a couple of hours. It's quick in the eyes of the Lord, but it's been slow for us. Very painful and very slow.
Almighty Darkseid came to the throne. He searched the universe for the ultimate weapon. The anti-life equation. The key to controlling all life and all will throughout the multiverse. He found it hidden on a primitive planet, but before the story of the Defiance is well known. I have found the primitive planet. The world that fought back. It is blessed. The anti-life equation is carved into the surface of this very world. You said it. I have seen it. I have looked with my own eyes. On anti-life. That's a good one.
Yep, and who you just saw, that's who the white devil man is afraid of. He is afraid of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's only begotten son, which is Yahweh Shai. And that dark side in the DC comics is the representation of Yahweh Shai. It's an example of Yahweh Shai, but it's this whole point that they know about the coming of Yahweh Shai. They know how devastating it would be. You know, if you watch, I think that was that wasn't the Justice League. That was DC, Zack Snyder's DC, the Dark Side one. If you watch that, then they'll tell you all about it. You know, the anti-life equation represents the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And when the Most High gets his people, and, you know, Steppenwolf is a, you know, the representation of the prophets, and he went out to go find it, you know, and when he found them, you know what I'm saying, and right now, which is in real life compared to the anti-life equation, you know, he found them, he you reunited them spiritually, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai came after the world was destroyed, you know what I'm saying. So the anti-life equation is similar to the Israelites, because like they had a saying, if you own Israel, you own the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, for people that was out there fighting for Israel, and the white people that was fighting over that promised land. You know what I'm saying? And they was also talking about the Israelites as in slavery. If you own them, then you own the world. They are the angels of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They are the sons of the living power, Yasharallah. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means, sons of the living power. The prince of the living power. That's exactly what it means, the correct definition. And if you had them into slavery and you had this kind of power, you can destroy your world and they will rebuild it, literally. You know what I'm saying? This is what the MOTB is supposed to be for, because they think that after they nuke the world, they would use the MOTB and they little servants that they got, the rest of the Israelites, to repopulate and to put them back into slavery and rebuild the world that they destroyed. But it's not going to be like that. It's going to be the opposite. He that leadeth the captivity must go into captivity. He who killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the faith and the faith and the patience of the saints. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. So I'll give out a couple of last verses, and then I'm going to close out. It says, the earth mourns, and we in Isaiah 24, verse 4. The earth mourns and fades away. The world languishes and fades away. The haughty people of the earth languish. They're going to be crying and screaming, man. That's the white people. They thought they was hard, but they never thought they'd see the day to where America will come to an end, and it's coming. The earth is also defiled under its inhabitants because they have transgressed the laws. Change the ordinance. Exactly. Change the Bible. Change the narrative. Change the way Yahweh Shem Yahushai look. Change the way his son look. Change the way the angels look. Changed and stole our identities, saying that they the Jews and they not. Broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore the curse has devoured the earth, and those who dwell in it are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and a few men are left. That's the event, the nuclear event. The new wine fails, the vine languishes, all the merry-hearted sigh, the mirth of the tabernacle ceases. There is no hope. The vine languishes, your people are dying. All the merry-hearted sigh, all them people that be wanting to turn up all the time and celebrate these wicked-ass holidays that these white people dished out. Wicked slave trade holidays, you worshiping your slave master. The mirth of the tabernacle ceases. No more clubs, no more celebrations. You ain't gonna want to celebrate your wicked ass birthday when these times come. I'm just being real. The noise of the jubilant ends. The joy of the harp ceases. No more turning up, no more parties, no more clubs, no more group meetings, no more little college parties, none of that. You can party if you want to in the shower of bullets. You can party if you want to amongst a warhead coming down on you. You can party if you want to in the middle of dead corpses and giant plagues flying around. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink is bitter to those who drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up so that none may go in. There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. I want to see you laugh when all this stuff is happening now. Why, God? Why? Where are those prophets at? You know what I'm saying? Where the prophets that knew about what's his name? What's the Lord's real name? You got people that's really like that don't know the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and some of them that did know. You know what I'm saying? But they was very wicked, you know? Got no protection. They people dying, they're being killed, you know? And they're gonna be searching for the prophets. Those prophets was right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, those prophets are just terrorists. They probably knew about some other nation. They probably snuck in. They probably agents from another nation destroying this place, being sent in, giving us messages and stuff when they know us to come into the Most High. But I'm just saying, they going to see us as terrorists and agents and a representation of ISIS and Al-Qaeda. You know, that's what we going to be seen as. When they know we were sent from on high to give them the word and to get them prepared for foretime, but they didn't listen to us. So, like the picture sees, they're going to be attacking us right with these wicked martial law people and these wicked-ass white soldiers. We're going to have to kill our own people, too. So, in the name of the prophets And the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna shine on the prophets, and they're gonna be famous all around the world, like they are right now. It's starting to happen, you know. Nobody really wants to listen to 50 Cent. Nobody wants to listen to Drake. Nobody really wants to listen to NLE Choppa or fucking Lil Wayne or fucking what's that boy name? NBA Youngboy. People want to hear the word. They're gonna start hearing the word more and more and more and more off these different prophecies and these events. You know what I'm saying? The war in Ukraine was yet again another horn being blown, and all the people heard it. Some people were excited. Some people were in fear. You know. Some people were mad. Some people were jealous. You know. The mirth of the land is gone, and in the city is desolation is left, and the gate is stricken with destruction. When it shall be thus in the midst of the people, in the midst of the land among the people, it shall be like the shaking of an olive tree, like the gleaning of grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voices. They shall sing, meaning that they going to scream to the Lord. And like the prophet said, the Lord want to hear you scream. That's true. Singing is not a good thing right here in this verse. It's a bad thing. For the majesty of Yahweh, they shall cry aloud from the sea of people. Therefore glorify Yahweh in the dawning light. You better do it early. That's what that passage is saying. You better get prepared now. Don't be these idiots that get ready at the last minute. The name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of Israel and the coastlands of the sea, from the ends of the earth, we have heard songs, glory to the righteous. But I said, I am ruined. I am ruined. I am ruined. Woe to me. And that's the 2/3. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Oh man, I'm fucked. I should have listened to those prophets, man. Why I didn't listen? What was wrong with me? Oh, what you gonna have your women? You gonna have the women of them niggas? Where them prophets at? they was cool after all. I didn't mean all the bad things that I said about them. I should have never walked past them. They're awesome. I believe now. You got people like that when it's too late. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Indeed, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. The Lord not playing. If he got to repeat himself, it's serious. It's real serious. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is almighty. If he had to repeat himself, we got a problem. It says, fear and the pit and the snare are upon you, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall be that he who flees from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he who comes up from the midst of the pit shall be caught in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth are shaken. The earth is mightily broken. The earth is split open. The earth is shaken exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. That's them nuclear warheads. That's how powerful they gonna be. And shall totter like a hut. Its transgression shall be heavy upon it, and it will fall and will not rise again. It shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh will punish on high the host of the exalted ones. That's the elites and the white people, you know. And on earth, the earth of the kings of the earth, they will be gathered together. That's World War III. As prisoners are gathered in the pit and will be shut up in the prison. After many days, they will be punished. That's slavery for them, the 1,000-year slavery. Then the moon will be disgraced, and the sun ashamed. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will reign on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem. And the moon will be disgraced and the sun will be ashamed. Their wisdom and their knowledge is going to come to nothing. That's what it's telling you. Because the sun and the moon represents wisdom and knowledge. And before his elders gloriously. And with that, I'm going to close out calling Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, in the name Yahushai, Ba, destruction of Babylon. See you on the next video. And it's on to the next video. And I wish you a good night. Amen.